Good afternoon, my friends. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing good. I am doing great. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited that you are here. I'm excited that we're here together making moments happen. My hair looks insane. I just realized that did nothing for it. It is what it is. Yeah. Nothing like seeing like the first 10 seconds of me being like, how can I make my hair look less crazy? It doesn't look less crazy. It's how it is. First off, I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. If you like what you see, press the thumbs up and like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Doing a lot of fun things. We're doing a special episode this weekend because things happen like that, and sometimes we deserve more Brant Steele sometimes. I do MarkTalk 4 days a week. Recently 3 just because my brain's a little bit weird. But that's how that happens. All good. It's okay to admit you're weirded out by life stuff. It happens. But what matters most is that we're here today. I want to bring up something vaguely, but not too vaguely, because it weighs my brain. If you ever need anything, let me know. I'm here for you. I'm an ally, and I will stand with you. If someone hurts you, they're dead to me. I come at things with kindness, and I've been dealing with a lot of shit this week, as a lot of people have that support the show. And I'm really sorry that you've been hurt. I'm sorry that I've been hurt. I'm sorry about a lot of things. But I hope we can all move past this and grow from this. And not forget about what happens, but grow. And that's the most important thing. Right. I wanted to say that at the top just because it's very important to, be in touch with your feelings and emotions and stand with people that deserve to stand with. Stood with. Not, you know what I mean? I'm not good with words sometimes. But yeah. So today we're doing our Brant Steele, which is really cool. I see a lot of great people in the chat. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Kat. Hey, Zachary. If you don't know what Brant Steele is, it's weird. We normally do a Survivor Simulator. But this week on my Brant Steele, what I've been doing is, as requested by my guest, Jacob Morrow, we are doing a Big Brother season. And not just any Big Brother season. If you know your Big Brother, we're doing season 10, which I'm really excited about. That's really going to be fun. I am not the biggest Big Brother person, but I have watched season 10, and that's great. And that makes me very happy. So season 10 is great, and our cast is awesome. We got Brandy, Drew, Alona, Jacob, Kristen McInnes, Laura, Luke, Marcus, Nikki, Robbie, Sam B, and Sam L, and Sharifa. Amazing people, and I'm very, very excited about this. And let's just do this. Okay, the opening HOH. Okay, so the house guests eagerly wait in the front of the house where they see 13 voting cards spread across the long table. Julie Chen informs them that the first head of household will be determined by a house vote. Each house guest steps in the voting card and casts their own vote for who they want to be the first HOH. First vote, Brandy votes for Nikki. Drew votes for Robbie. Alona votes for Jacob. Jacob votes for Sam. Kirsten votes for Nikki. Laura votes for Brandy. Luke votes for Jacob. Marcus votes for Alona. Nikki votes for Kristen. Robbie votes for Drew. Sam votes for Sharifa. Sam L votes for Jacob. Sharifa votes for Sam. And Jacob wins HOH with 3 votes. Let's proceed to the nomination ceremony. Jacob begins the nomination ceremony. Robbie is safe. Sam L is safe. Nikki is safe. Kirsten is safe. Ilona is safe. Drew is safe. Laura is safe. Marcus is safe. Luke is safe. Brandy is safe. Jacob nominates Sam B and Sharifa. Wow. Okay. That's one hell of a nomination pair, considering they're both amazing, awesome, badass people. I've done very well at MarkTalk Brant Steeles. Jacob is HOH, and Sam B and Sharifa as nominees will compete. And Ilona, Laura, Luke are selected to compete for the POV. And it looks like Sharifa wins a POV of Sweet Dreams, honey. House guests enter the backyard where they see a large lake of honey underneath the wooden bridge. And long story short, as you see, Sharifa wins. Let's proceed to the veto ceremony. I imagine she will use it on herself, of course. And Marcus is the replacement. Oh, no. So Sam B and Marcus are the final nominees. This isn't good. Okay. Vicky votes for Sam B. Robbie votes for Marcus. Yolanda votes for Sam B. Brandy votes for Sam B. Luke votes for Sam B. Drew votes for Sam B. Laura votes for Sam B. Sam L votes for Sam B. Sharifa votes for Marcus. Kristen votes for Vic Marcus. I think Sam B got evicted, yes. Sam, I'll be making an announcement later today, and I want you already know what it is. If people see my Twitter, you know what it is. You're going to be involved in it. So, by the vote of 7-3, Sam, you've been evicted from the house. But we still have an amazing house. And Sam, as you know, I do adore you. I'm going to do my little obituaries because I fucking love you, my friend. And you're incredible. And you make me very happy. And literally, I will never forget when we played Apples and Honey together, how I was glued in a room and you talked to me first when I was glued in that room. Also, fun fact, or not so fun fact, depending on how you look at it. Sam, when I was putting these in, you were Memphis. So in theory, if Brant Steele, whatever, it sucks. I love you. That's all I should say. All right, house guests stand in their individual booths in the backyard. It's a question type thing, and Drew wins HOH. All right, so let's begin. Robbie is safe. Ilona is safe. Brandy is safe. Jacob is safe. Laura is safe. Marcus is safe. Luke is safe. Vicky is safe. Samuel is safe. Final nominees are, oh no, that's not good. Sharifa and Kirsten have been nominated. Let's see what happens here. Luke, Robbie, and Laura all are selected to compete. House guests stand at their respective color podiums in front of a garage door. Each round, the garage door will rise in various states' license and show them, and they must find the license plate, correct all that stuff. And Robbie wins power of veto. Let's proceed to the veto ceremony. Sharifa and Kirsten state why they should be saved. Robbie is the power veto on Kirsten. Drew now names Brandy as replacement nominee. Oh, this also sucks. Sharifa and Brandy. Oh my God. So if you remember last time Sharifa played with my Brant Steeles, she was nominated like 10 times. Like people try to get her out like the whole game with that Survivor game. So let's see what happens here. Ilona votes for Vic Sharifa. Vicky votes for Vic Sharifa. Sam L votes for Vic Sharifa. Kirsten votes for Vic. Wow, okay. Everyone's voting Vic Sharifa. Everyone voted Vic Sharifa. Wow. You don't see that often. Sharifa, you are amazing, and I can't help but cheer for you every time I think about you. You make me a very happy person, and you're such a good, kind, awesome, badass, amazing light. And I always get really happy when you're like, put me in your Brant Steeles. But I also found out when I asked if you want to be in this, they're like, just put me in them all, which, okay, cool. We'll see what happens with that. So we are now at week 3, and everyone is sad that Sharifa is gone also. All right, so week 3, see the HOH competition. Alien abduction. The house guests enter the backyard to see 2 podiums and a buzzer, each surrounded by various alien statues. Each round, Chenbot will ask a question based on various items and be removed from the house of the night. Marcus wins HOH. Who's going to get nominated? Samuel is safe. Vicky is safe. Robbie is safe. Luke is safe. Laura is safe. Yolanda is safe. Drew is safe. Brandy is safe. Final the nominees are Jacob and Kirsten. I almost chose because Kirsten's one of my friends that has a photo of Brant Steele because she was in Big Brother Canada for a second, and a second too short, I think, because she's awesome. I haven't watched the season, but I'm a big fan of who she is, and it's nice that she was one of the people that I could have used the photo from the thing, but I decided to use her Twitter photo. So looks like Laura, Nikki, and Sam are all selected to compete. Kirsten wins power of veto. So the house gets enter the backyard to see 6 troughs of dirt. All right. So I assume she's going to use the veto. All right, Robbie and Jacob are the nominees. All right, let's see what happens. Jacob and Robbie face eviction. Brandy votes for Jacob. Sam votes for Robbie. Ilona votes for Robbie. Chris votes for Jacob. Drew votes for Robbie. Luke votes for Robbie. Laura votes to evict Jacob. Nikki votes for Robbie. I think is that tie? Nope. 5-3. Robbie, you've been evicted. So sorry to hear that. You're awesome. You always make me happy, dude. I can't wait to meet you when all this crap is over. You rule. That's all I got to say about that. We're at week 4. And let's see what happens. Living on the edge. And it looks like we are at the wall challenge, which is always cool. And Sam L wins the HOH, which, that's a hard thing. I would think I would be pretty bad at the wall challenge, but I like to think I would be good at it too at the same time. So let's begin the nomination ceremony. So Jacob is safe. Ilona is safe. Drew is safe. Brandy is safe. Kristen is safe. Laura is safe. Nikki is safe. And our nominees are Sam and Luke. Well, Sam, Marcus and Luke. I can't speak today, guys. My brain's falling apart. That's how that happens sometimes. Drew, Jacob, and Ilona are selected to compete. House guests must enter the backyard to see a hockey rink with a goal inside. Inside the goal of our various number of slots. Each round, the house guests will shoot a puck in the net, hoping to get a low number. And Luke receives a slot pass and must place someone on slop. He chooses Sam L. And Ilona receives a red unitard for a week. Jacob receives a letter from home. Marcus receives $10,000. Drew receives a Hawaiian holiday. And Sam wins the power of veto. That was exciting. All right, so Sam does not use the power of veto. But Marcus, you won $10,000. All right, so the rivals are up against each other, like in life. And the money's coming soon, Marcus. You know that. All right, so Ilona votes to evict Luke. Jacob votes to evict Marcus. Brandy votes to evict Luke. Kristen votes to evict Marcus. Laura votes to evict Luke. Drew votes to evict Luke. Nikki votes to evict Luke. Marcus. It sounds like Luke is gone. The vote's 4-3. Luke, you're gone. You're always like, we've had one of the best talks of my entire life really this week when it's just you, myself, and Sam in a room, and it made me so happy. And you're a great dude. I know you're busy right now meeting everyone in the Indiana meetup, Kyle and Aaron, and they're both great, and I hope you're having a great time. All right, so here we go. We are now at week 5. And Ilona wins HOH. House guests must stand on their individual booths. Wow, there's so many. I forgot how many phone call and how many booth HOHs there were in season 10. Ilona begins the nomination ceremony. Andy is safe. Drew is safe. Marcus is safe. Jacob is safe. Laura is safe. Kirsten is safe. Nikki and Sam are on the block. I do not like to see this. I love them both so much. Marcus, Jacob, and Brandy are all selected to compete. Proceed to POV, and Jacob wins POV. House guests enter the backyard to see 6 wooden lanes with rolling pins laying across all of them. On one end is a box with a hole on the top, and it's and he wins. This is true. All right. Jacob does not use the power of veto. Damn it, Jacob. I don't like this. Randy votes to Vic Nikki. Chris votes to Vic Sam. Drew votes to Vic Nikki. Marcus votes to Vic Sam. Jacob votes to Vic Nikki. Laura votes to Vic Sam. I think that's tie. Ilona voted to Vic Nikki. Wow. All right, we're at week 6. Cop Beast Jacob is doing great there, and so is Sam. Wow. You don't like to see that, guys. Nikki, always gonna be one of my favorite people ever beat me in Sequester in the Final Four. You know that. Even though we are rivals. House gets sit in their individual booths that are set up to look exactly like a diary room. Each round, Julie Chandler will read a quote from one of the past evictees in the diary room. First house guest buzz in, give a correct answer, can eliminate someone. The last house guest remaining becomes the new HOH, and Drew wins HOH. And yes, Kat, this is very true. Either way would have been very, very sad. Drew begins the nomination ceremony. Jacob is safe. Ilona is safe. Laura is safe. Marcus is safe. Sam safe. The nominees are Brandy and Kirsten. Don't like to see that. That's what sucks with a 13-person season. Everything is going to suck. And Brandy wins power of veto. The house gets enter the backyard and see various displays, and must guesstimate how much there are in there. And Brandy wins. I'm assuming that she's going to take herself off the block. Yes. No! Oh my God, Drew. What the hell? The final nominees are Laura and Kirsten. Okay. I forget, but you are neither. I can tell you that. Because who was? Are you Jerry? No, I think Marcus was Jerry. Actually, of all things. All right, Jacob votes Civic Laura. Marcus votes Vic Kirsten. Brandon votes Vic Kirsten. Sam votes Vic Kirsten. And Ilona votes Vic Laura. Kirsten, sounds like you've been evicted from the Big Brother house. You're just the shit. Every time I talk to you, you make me so happy. I haven't talked to you in a few weeks, like in a Zoom call, because I haven't been able to play Mafia with y'all, but you're the best. I'm happy that you said yes to doing this. I might include you in what's happening tomorrow. I don't know yet. But let's see what's happening right now. King of the Jungle. Houses must hang on swinging vines that periodically slam into the walls. Ilona wins head of household. All right, let's see it. Marcus is safe. Brandy is safe. Laura is safe. Jacob is safe. The nominees are Sam, L, and Drew. And it looks like Marcus, Brandy, and Laura are all selected to compete. And Laura wins the power of veto, which is great. Looking like the surface of Mars. God, I love how weird Big Brother gets. So Sam, L, and Drew say why they should be saved by Laura. Laura does not use power of veto. Final nominees are Sam, L, and Drew. Marcus votes to evict Sam. Laura votes to evict Drew. Jacob votes to evict Drew. Brandon votes to evict Drew. Drew, you have been evicted in Big Brother house. You're great as always, my friend. You know you're not going to be gone for long in these games because, yeah, we'll talk more about that. But always fun to have you, my friend. And, yeah. So it looks like we're now at week 7, which our people that left are Brandy, Ilona, Jacob, Laura, Marcus, and Sam L. H competition. Laura wins HOH. House gets in between 2 steps each round. Julie Chen reads a fictional headline. House gets 1 step. I guess between the house gets, America thought the headline would be about by stepping up, and if they were incorrect, they're eliminated. And Laura wins HOH. Laura nominates Ilona and Jacob. Brandy, Marcus, and Sam all play since everyone else is eligible. And Ilona wins Power of Veto. When the house gets entered the backyard to find 6 piles of hay, each opposite a podium with a buzzer. House gets must jump over the bales of hay, and Ilona wins. And obviously, she's going to save herself. So the nominees are Sam L. and Jacob. Let's see what happens. Well, then you guys just got fucked by that. I'm just stating that. All right, so Marcus was evict Jacob. Noah was evict Sam. Brandon was evict Jacob. Jacob, you've been evicted. Thought for a second you're going to get a 2-time winner in MarkTalk there. Unfortunately, that did not happen that way. I love you, dude. Everyone that told me that they listened to the episode is just obsessed with you. I mean, how could they not be? My parents were like, wow, Jacob sounds like a really cool guy. And I'm like, yeah, Jacob's great. So I'm happy to have talked to you this week, and you rule, my dude. We're now at our final 5 of Brandy, Ilona, Laura, Marcus, and Sam. Everyone's won at least something at one point. And Marcus wins HOH. The house gets into a carnival-themed backyard to find various wooden ramps with different numbered slots at the top of them. Each round will then be given an event that happens this season. They must recall what they did. And let's see the nomination ceremony. Brandy's safe. Laura's safe. Marcus nominates Ilona and Sam. Of course, everyone can be up for Power of Veto. Ilona wins Power of Veto of 1 at a time that in the house gets into her backyard, which is decorate baby-themed items in front of a large screen. And this is like what the parents of the babies looked like. And I remember when this happened, Jerry's babies looked very scary. So, oh boy, these are horrible final nominations of Laura and Sam L. Oh my God. Okay, so Ilona votes to evict Sam. Brandy votes to evict Laura. It's going to come down to Marcus, isn't it? Marcus evicts Sam L. Sam, you're like easily in my top 3 Canadians I've ever met. You're incredible. Every time we get a chance to talk, I get so happy. And you rule. And this sucks. But you played well and you were fun as always. Well, for our Brandy, Ilona, Laura, and Marcus. Ilona wins HOH. Of the 3 competing house guests, stand in between 2 colored areas, each labeled with the words fact or fiction. Each round, Jolie Chen will read a statement about the various pictures that appear in the memory wall from earlier, and Ilona wins, as I said. All right, so Brandy's safe. Nominees are Marcus and Laura. Let's proceed to POV. Ilona wins POV. I think I'm trying to remember. I think Ilona was Keisha. She was either Keisha or Libra, so just so you know that. House guests enter the backyard, see 4 staircases that lead to the 4 different buzzers. Each house guest stands at the bottom of their staircase where they must read the clues that and Ilona wins, as I said. She does not use Power of Veto. Only person to be voting is going to be Brandy. Brandy votes to evict Marcus, so we will have another female winner in MarkTalk. Yeah. Marcus, I fucking love you, dude. You make me happy, bro. You're just a bright light of awesome energy, and it makes me very happy whenever I talk to you. Also, you were not Dan Keys. Just to let you know that. But you're great, and I like how you read poetry. Our final 3 are Brandy, Ilona, and Laura. Okay, first part of the HOH competition. The final 3 house guests stand in the wobbling wing of an airplane. The last house guests remaining on their wings win part 1 of the HOH competition will advance, and that's going to be Laura. 1 at a time, the 2 house two losers of each part went to the backyard to see 13 wooden cutouts of 13 original house guests. Each round, they must knock down all but the HOH and the final nominees of specific house evictions. Andy Lona wins the second part of the HOH competition. You're not Dan Giesling because when I was casting this, I did not put your photo on Dan Giesling. You were the last man standing, which is what Dan Giesling was, but, you know. Yes, you are the final three. All right, so the house guests each sit in their individual booths in the living room. Each round, Julie Chen will read the beginning of a statement. House guests just decide how a certain juror completed each statement. If they are correct, they earn a point. The house guests with the most points at the end become the final and most important HOH. Ilona wins the final HOH competition. Ilona votes to evict Laura. All right. So, Laura, you're incredible. And fun fact, you were Dan Giesling because that's just how that happens when I put people in. So Dan Giesling does not win this version of Big Brother 10. But Laura, you're incredible. I love talking to you. You make me happy. And you're the shit. For our final two of Brandy and Ilona. Holy crap, Ilona's won a lot of competitions. Okay. So the final two, Brandy and Ilona give opening statements to the jury. And that's our jury of Laura, Marcus, Sam L, Jacob, Drew, Kirsten, and Nikki. Let's see what happens. Or votes for Ilona. Drew votes for Ilona. Sam votes for Ilona. Marcus is for Brandy. Kirsten votes for Nikki. Looks like we got a 6-1. Yep, 6-1. Ilona Pavel wins. And she will be joining like 12 other people on MarkTalk, Brant Steele, Winners at War, happening probably before the end of this month for sure, because you'll find out stuff also. And Jacob is America's favorite player, which is great. Let's proceed to statistics. This is rough, guys. Asking 13 people is tough. I think this might be the only time we do a Big Brother. This was a specific request from Jacob Morrow. It definitely went a lot shorter than usual, which that's okay. But very okay with everything and how it turned out. And I think everyone was incredible. Like Ilona destroyed everyone. Look at 7 wins. Yeah. All right, so getting ready to wrap up. First off, congrats, Ilona. I'm sure Brian's already adding you to our Twitter chat. And coming up, guys, of course, if you like the show, as I always say, like, subscribe, all that stuff. If you want to help the show financially or whatever, my Venmo is at Mark-Leafy. That always helps the show. It goes back fully into the production of the show to make the show better and to make you guys able to see it more and better. So coming up on Monday, we've got MarkTalk Halloween Horror Movie Day. And this is really exciting. I did this this past week with my friend Aliko Aharon. On Mondays this month, instead of doing an AMA, I'm doing movies, watching a movie and then talking about it with a friend of mine. And this week's movie is House by the Cemetery, which is a Giallo film, which is always a really cool thing. And we'll be sitting down with my friend Ted Gagan, who's an incredible director. He directed We Are Still Here, which I believe is on Amazon, and Mohawk. And I'm very excited because I don't see much Giallo films, so I'm very excited about that. Wednesday, we've got our interview day with JC Wong. And that's always a great option. That's going to be really exciting because JC is amazing. He's a very cool, funny guy, and it makes me very happy. But also, as I've hinted at many times, we're having a bonus MarkTalk Brant Steele tomorrow. I believe it's going to be at 7 p.m. We're doing a Kai Guy on. It's mostly cast already for the guys. I need some women and still a couple more guys. But please, if you want to be in, please let me know. You can easily tweet at me at MarkLevy85. I thank you guys all And of course, I got your back, guys. And I love you all. And let's just keep being good, positive energy people all together.